Hey, I am Jacquelyn Umof, also known as Action Jacquelyn, and I'm excited today because I am in Beverly Hills at the flagship store of Alo Yoga, and I am going to lead you through a 20-minute flexibility flow. And I don't know one single person who can't benefit from getting a couple of extra stretches in their day. For me, it makes me feel so revived and so refreshed. We're going to work on our breath, moving with our breath, and just stretching those tight areas like our hamstrings, our upper back, and our back, those tight places that we really need to get into and open up and free up. When I stretch, I just feel like I can do anything. So I like to start my day with a 20-minute flow. You can start your day that way too, or you can maybe pick one time during the middle of the day where you want to do this flow and increase your energy, increase your flexibility. It's going to be amazing. So go ahead and subscribe to the Alo Yoga YouTube channel because we've got so many amazing yoga videos for you. And get out your mat right now and let's get started. Welcome to your flexibility flow. Let's go ahead and start on our mats. You don't need any equipment at all for this video. So let's just go ahead and start in child's pose, just to ground ourselves, get connected to your bodies. So reach your fingertips forward and reach your hips back onto your heels. Just find a nice comfortable position, just wherever feels good for you. You can open up the knees a little bit if that's better for you. And then just start to connect your breath. Go ahead and lay your forehead down onto your mat. And just breathing in and out of the nose. Just leaving whatever is going on in your life outside of your mat. Reach those fingertips forward and reach those heels back. So let's put a little bit of energy into this pose. I want you to really actually reach through those fingertips so that your arms are straight. You're hugging those shoulders in towards the midline, and there's a lot of energy that's reaching from your center all the way out through your fingertips. And then in the opposite direction, energy is going from your core down into your hips, down into your tailbone, down to your heels, down into the floor. Let's take 2 more breaths right here. Feeling the body expanding with each breath, feeling the body grounding down. And on your next exhale, let's come on up onto all fours. So let's get our shoulders right over our wrists. Our hips are right over our knees. And we're going to take a couple of cat-cows. So really nice and simple. Just dome the upper back. Reach up nice and long. And exhale, just start with the tailbone. Start rolling through each vertebrae in the back, ending with the top of the head, lifting up towards the sky. And exhale, dome the upper back. Really try to push the floor away from you. Lots of energy happening here in the arms and in the core. Good, and then reversing the other direction, lifting up all the way, look up towards the sky. And one more time. Pull the tailbone underneath, pull the belly up towards the spine, push the floor away from you with your hands. And then reverse, starting with the tailbone, rolling through, articulating through each vertebrae in the spine, and then lifting all the way up. Nice job. All right, tuck those toes underneath you, and then press it back slowly into a downward dog. And then just find your position in downward dog. You may need to fidget around for a little bit, but then once you find your positioning, just start to settle in and breathe. So just like we were doing in our child's pose, I want you to really have energy going through the arms. So the arms are really straight and you're reaching and grounding through the fingers. And then your hip, just like in child's pose, was rooting down through those hips, but now they're just reaching up towards the sky. So it's that same kind of oppositional energy of going in 2 directions. Nice. We're just going to take a little flow all the way forward up into plank. So I want you to lift the heels up as high as you possibly can. And once you do that, it starts to curl the tailbone and roll through the spine so that the shoulders land right over the hips or right over the wrists. And then lift the tailbone up and then reach it all the way back into downward dog. Nice job. Take a nice big inhale and again, lift up, roll through, shoulders land right over wrists, and return back to downward dog. Good job. And one last time, lift it up, lift those heels up, roll through, shoulders land right over our wrists. Nice job. Hold here, pull the lower belly in, push the floor away from you, and then bring it all the way back into downward dog. Nice job. We're going to lift our heels up, and we're going to just turn our heels so that they're both facing the right side. So you're going to get a little bit of a twisting action, but we're going to open up the left side of our body. So the left side is going to really open up. You're going to feel the outside of the leg stretch as well. So this is a very active stretch, right? Because our arms have to work to keep ourselves from falling into the floor. So make sure you're not just kind of dumping here on the side of the body. Really make sure that you're still reaching and lifting and pushing the floor away from you to keep that strength going in the arms as we stretch the side body and the legs. All right, let's switch to the other side. Inhale. And exhale, switch the sides of the feet. Same thing here. Try to push that left side of your body further away from the floor as you stretch the right side. And then return back to center. Nice job. We're going to lift the right leg up. Try not to wildly just let the leg kind of fly around. Really make it very specific. You just lift that heel up straight back behind you and try to keep those hips nice and square. Immediately you're going to feel the back side of the left leg stretching, which is good. It should feel really good. Try not to, again, dump in the upper body. Stay strong in the arms. Nice. We're going to pull the knee in towards the chest. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, gently place that right foot right in between your two hands. And then we're going to lower our left knee down into low lunge. So we're going to just stay here. If you need some assistance, I would suggest getting 2 blocks right here, and you can basically bring the floor up to your level. So if you need to, place 2 hands on blocks here, but I'm just going to keep my hands on the floor. So just stay here in this. Right away, you should already feel the left hip stretching and releasing. So lots of times when we're stretching, the body kind of freaks out, right? We want to just get out of it as quickly as possible, but use your breath to just settle into it and to calm yourself down. So taking nice big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose will help you to settle into the pose a little better. Nice. Now, if you can, I invite you to bring your hands up onto your knees, and we're just going to lift our chest up, lift our core up, so you're pulling the belly button up in towards your spine, and then from here, we're just going to gently lower into that low lunge if you can. Again, take a nice big inhale, lift up. As I lift up, I'm dropping my tailbone down. I'm pulling my lower belly in, and then I'm going to sink back down into the stretch, but I'm not dumping, right? I'm not just letting it go. I'm still very much holding the grounding or the base of this pose. And then lift up, inhale, and exhale. Nice job. And then we're going to stay here. Keep your hands on your thighs, and we're just going to take a nice little bend back, just to open up the front of the body even more, and come back down. Nice job. All right, place those hands back down onto the floor, and then come on up and bring those feet together and lower the head all the way down. Good, we're gonna hold here for 5, just breathing, just letting gravity do its thing, pulling your spine, elongating your vertebrae. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take a nice little half lift here. So you're going to lift up just the upper part of your back, so you give a little back bend in the top part of the back. And then we're going to lower all the way down into forward fold. Again, lift up. Try to keep your hands either on the floor, or if you need to, you can keep them connected to your shins. So you're going to lift up, half lift, open up the heart, open up the chest, and then lower back down. One more time, halfway up, lift. Try to keep those hips right over your heels. Try not to let your butt go back too far. You want to stay forward on those toes and release all the way down. Nice job. So even when you're folding down here, make sure that you're a little bit forward, right? You almost want to feel like you're going to fall forward. And if you do fall forward, then you just fall forward. You can somersault. It's not that bad. So just try to test your balance, test your weight, and make sure that you're over those toes. Good. Let's take a nice big inhale up. Lift up, reach those arms and press the palms together. And exhale, open the arms back into prayer. Good, one more time. Inhale, lift up. We're gonna take a nice big open here. So open up the elbows, open up the chest, release the head back, and lift up. One more time, just like that. Open up the elbows, open up the chest, release the head, release the neck, open the heart up. And bring the palms back together. Exhale, let's swan dive it all the way forward. And take a nice big inhale, halfway lift up. And we're gonna step our left foot back the same way that we came forward. So we're gonna step right back into that low lunge one more time. It should feel a little bit different the second time around as well. Good, we're gonna hold here. We're gonna tuck that toe underneath ourselves now, and we're going to come into high lunge. We're going to lift the right arm up, inhale. And to add a little bit more mobility into this flow, we're going to just rotate the arms around 3 times in each direction. So 3 and 2 and 1. Stay nice and strong in that supporting left arm. Make sure that you're not dumping into that left, so you're still pressing the floor away from you. Good. Let's reverse those circles for 3. Nice big sweeping motion, like you're circling a big ball around you. Connecting breath with movement, moving with your breath. And place the hand back down. Nice job. So really ground down those hands and then pick the knee up. See if you can pull the knee up in towards your chest and then bring it all the way back into 3-legged dog, just like we started. And then bring the feet down into downward dog. Holding here. Let's take a couple breaths here. Just noticing the difference of the 2 sides of the body, right? We completely stretch the front left hip flexor. We deepened our hips, so just noticing how they feel a little bit different. And now let's even it out and go onto the other side. So inhale, lift the left leg up. Keep pushing the floor away from you. Remember, we're not dumping into our hands or into our wrists, so push the floor away from you. Hips are nice and square here. We're holding here for just a couple breaths so that we can really stretch out the back of the right leg. Good. Inhale and then exhale. Slowly bring that knee up and towards your chest. So doming the upper back just like we did in our cat-cow. And then gently place that left foot right in between those hands. Good. And then scoot that leg back if you need to and come into your low lunge. If you need blocks, don't be afraid to just grab blocks or anything that you have and just place them here. You could even use books if you have books around. Something that brings the floor up to you. Otherwise, if you can comfortably keep your hands on the floor, then keep the hands on the floor. So as we're doing this, remember, you want to make sure that the lower belly is pulling in and up. We're not just sinking and dumping down into this low lunge. You want to make sure that there's still support in the low belly. Good job. We're going to lift up. Place the hand on the left leg and then lower it back down. So every time we lift, I want you to feel like it's coming from the core, like the lower belly is initiating the movement. So inhale, lower belly scoops in so much that it pulls the hips back, and then exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift up. So the tailbone reaches down towards the floor, the belly scoops up so much that it lifts the hips back. And then forward. And one more time, pull it in and up. And exhale, lower down. Nice job. I'm still holding myself up here though. You don't want to, again, just let it all go. We're still holding, pulling the lower belly in. Now as you hold this pose, see if you can just straighten the arms. Maybe that's as far as you can go today, and that's fine. Or if you want to continue, you can continue by lifting up and opening the entire front side of the body, releasing the head back, and then gently come back. Try not to wildly come out of it. Really gracefully and gently. All right, lift the back leg up and then step the 2 feet together and lower down into forward fold. Let's hang on here. We're just going to take a couple of breaths here. If you'd like to intensify this stretch, you can take the hands behind your back and open up the chest and the shoulders here. Remember to keep your weight forward over the balls of the toes. Try not to sink back into your heels. You want to make sure that you're a little bit more forward. And release the hands. Good. We're going to do 3 half lifts like we did on the other side. So half lift, good. Take a nice little tiny back bend in the upper back. Lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Nice. Now we'll inhale all the way to the top. Inhale, lift the arms, sweep the arms up overhead, reach towards the sky. And exhale, we're going to open up the elbows, open up the chest. And inhale up. Again, 2 more just like that. Open up the elbows like cactus, and then open up the heart up towards the sky. And lift. 1 more time. And up. Nice job. Nice big forward fold all the way down. And we're keeping the weight over the balls of the toes. And half lift up, lower down. Place the hands on the floor and then step the right foot back just like the way we came. And we're going to hold here for just a second. Just breathing into the pose. Pull the lower belly in. Nice. Now place the hands firmly on the ground and then tuck the toes under, come into high lunge. Open up to the left side, so ground down through that right hand. I'm really using my arm to push away, right? I'm not just dumping in my shoulder there. So push the floor away from you. And let's take the same circles like we did on the other side. So 3 and 2 and 1. Nice. Let's reverse it. So reach the arm open. Nice, big, expansive movements. Opening up the shoulders and the chest. Grounding down through our feet. Last one. And place the hand down. Nice job. Now ground the hand down into the floor. See if you can just pick the foot up. Pull the knee up towards your chest. Nice job. Reach it all the way back. And place the foot down. All right. So we're going to do that 1 more time on each side, but we're just going to move through it much quicker. So we're not going to hold. We're just going to move through each position with 1 breath. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the right chest. Place it in between the hands. Lower the knee down. Nice job. Inhale, place the hands on the knee. Reach it all the way back. And come all the way forward again. Place the hands down. Tuck the toes under. Bring the feet together. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, just 1 open here. Inhale up. Exhale, let's swan dive it all the way forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Nice. Bring the left leg back again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, place the hands down. Come into a half or high lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift the knee up. Exhale, reach it back to 3-legged dog. And bring it together. Left side, here we go. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Bring the foot in between the hands, lower the knee down. Inhale, bring the hands onto the knee. Exhale, release the head back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, place the hands on the floor. And bring the feet together. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, bring the palms together. Exhale, open up the chest and the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold it forward, staying over the tops of the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Step the right foot back. Inhale, stay here, lift up. Exhale, down. Place the right hand down, right foot down. Inhale, twist, look up. Exhale, place the left hand down. Pull the knee up towards your chest. Inhale, exhale. And return back to center. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. And exhale, let's lower down onto our knees. And let's come into a seated position, so just a nice relaxed cross position. We're going to take one last twist here to finish off. We're going to just place the right hand over the left knee, and I want you to use that knee to lift up and twist. So lift and twist, wringing out the body, grounding the hips down into the floor, looking back over your left shoulder, and then come back into the center, and then place the left hand over the right knee. Use that as like a little lever to lift yourself up and twist. So you don't want to get shorter as you twist. You always want to make sure that you're lifting higher up through the spine, elongating, creating space through the body. And one more breath. And exhale. Nice job. Come into center. And let's just hold this pose here for about 30 seconds. I invite you to close your eyes and just seal in everything that we just worked on. So just close your eyes. Feel really grounded. Feel how we worked both that opposition of both reaching with energy, but also at the same time grounding down. So much like in our lives where we're kind of all over the place, getting everything done, right? Reaching out. But we always have to make sure that there's a return to center, that there's a grounding down, that there's a quietness inside of ourselves, inside of our mind. And doing yoga like this just helps to keep ourselves grounded so that we can be better people in our daily lives. Feel the length of your spine every time you bring in new air. Feel the grounding of the sit bones down into the floor. Feel the new space, the openness that we created in our bodies, allowing new opportunities and new ideas to come into our bodies and brains. And on your next exhale, blink the eyes open. Bring your hands together and soak in all of the gratitude of being able to practice yoga and share our love of movement and breath together. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you very soon back here on the Alo Yoga YouTube channel. Namaste.